Making of the Indian Constitution. In this topic, we will discuss the making of Indian Constitution, how the Constitution was realized, and which factors affected the formation of our Constitution. The making of the Constitution for India was not an easy affair. The country was born through a partition on the basis of religious differences. Moreover, the British had left it to the rulers of the princely states to decide whether they wanted to merge with India or Pakistan, which made the constitution makers even more anxious. Unlike South Africa, they did not have to create a consensus about what a democratic India should look like. Even though there were some sharp differences of opinion, yet some basic ideas came to be accepted by almost everyone. Both the documents, Motilal and 8 other Congress leaders, Constitution draft and the resolution at the Karachi session of the INC, committed to the inclusion of universal adult franchise, right to freedom and equality, and to protecting the rights of minorities in the Constitution of Independent India. The Indian Constitution adopted many institutional details and procedures from colonial laws like the Government of India Act 1935, since the Indians were earlier working in the legislative institutions put up by the British. Our leaders gained confidence to learn from other countries, but on our own terms. The ideals of French Revolution, the practice of parliamentary democracy in Britain, and the Bill of Rights in the US were amongst a few inspirations to our leaders. They weren't simply imitating what others had done. At each step, they questioned whether those things suited our country, and all these factors contributed to the making of our Constitution. The drafting of the document called the Constitution was done by an assembly of elected representatives called the Constituent Assembly, the elections for which were held in July 1946. The Constituent Assembly was divided into the Constituent Assembly of India and that of Pakistan after the country was divided into India and Pakistan. The Constituent Assembly that wrote the Indian Constitution had 299 members. The Assembly adopted the Constitution on 26 November 1949, but it came into effect on January 26, 1950. To mark which, we celebrate January 26th as Republic Day every year. Even though the Assembly was dominated by Indian National Congress, it itself included a variety of political groups and opinions. In social terms as well, the Assembly represented members from different groups, castes, classes, religions, and occupations. The compositions of the Assembly could not have been more different, even though it was elected by universal adult franchise. After the basic principles were agreed upon, a drafting committee chaired by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar prepared a draft constitution which underwent thorough and rigorous discussions leading to more than 2,000 amendments. These debates provide the rationale behind every provision of the Constitution. These are used to interpret the meaning of the Constitution. Here, we saw how the Constitution of India came into existence, what problems did our leaders face, and how they overcame with the ordeal of justifying a constitution for the vast population of India.